And welcome again. This is a 2002-2006 Toyota Camry with a 2.4-liter engine, automatic transmission. This is part 2, time and chain replacement. And part 1, I took everything out, everything, and now I'm gonna start putting everything back. So if you are interested in how to set the timing on this engine, stay tuned because I'm gonna show you how to do it. With that in mind, let's get started. So I removed all the bolts on part 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the valve cover right now. Now what I do is all the time here tends to get stuck all the time. I tap it, just tap it like this with a hammer. Usually it pops up. It will not completely pop up, but it helps to come out. Just tap it. This is a 10mm bolt here. I'm gonna be taking it out for the guy, 10. And this one here is 12mm bolt for the guy on that side right there. I already loosed the 12mm bolt here for the guy. And this is where the tensioner goes here. Now the 10mm bolt for the other guy on this side here. Now the other 10mm bolt here on top for the same guy. I got this one from beneath. It goes in this position like this. Now just really quick showing the timing marks before taking out this that timing chain. That's the timing mark right there, white and white. I painted, but those are the timing marks, and these are the links, color links on the timing chain. They have to align. And behind you see here the marks, the white marks. That's narrowed from factory, from the manufacturer, from Toyota, on both sides right here too. But I painted so they can be more visible. As you can see, it's on top the center right there. It's 100% on time. So let's go down here. And those are the timing marks. As I said, the engine is 100% on time, but I have to bring this engine 90 degrees backwards here. Now that you're gonna do that only if you're gonna replace this small gear here for the oil pump, and the and the chain for the oil pump too. That's the only way you can do that. Otherwise, don't worry about it. This is a 14mm nut. Why is that? Because this hole has to move to here, to this direction, 90 degrees. Because you have to insert a tool here in order to hold that gear to remove this nut. I'm gonna be showing that in a second. And the diameter of this hole is 4mm, so you have to use a 4mm tool. There is a tool that Toyota uses to insert it over here, but you can insert something that fits here and that is strong. Usually I do it with a Phillips screwdriver. And that's the timing mark right there. I'm gonna take this out just to show you really quick. That's the timing mark, and that's the other timing mark right there. So this one is aligning with this one here, and the link of the small chain right there. So those are the timing marks. These are 23mm wrenches here. If you're gonna use one of those, I don't have 23 at this point, so I'm using adjustable wrenches here to hold it. Now that is if you're gonna replace these gears here, because I'm gonna replace them. I'm gonna take them out. All right, now for these camshafts not to move, I have put some washers here, as you can see, because this one tends to come this way and this one here tends to come this way. So I put the washers right there because this camshaft should not be moved during the entire process of installing the timing chain. And now that I removed everything here, it's time to go to work beneath on the oil pump. And now I'm gonna come backwards with the engine at 90 degrees, as I said. This is a 27mm socket. I gotta try here to see where I'm gonna find the hole because it's in this direction here. Right there. Now this is a long screwdriver, so I have to hold it also so I don't bend it, because sometimes this nut gets really tight. I hope it's not stuck. Hope it's not that bad. Seems like it's stuck. Ah, got it. Uh-huh. This is the gear for the oil pump. It has a flat side here, and the flat side is there too, so there is no way to get lost. That's the hole right there. Right now it's visible for the camera, and what you do is you go through here and you lock it on the other side like this, and that's it. All right, the new chain here, the new gears here, both of them. Now make sure you enter the flat side of the gear and the flat side of the bolt. Otherwise you're gonna be in a big trouble. It has not entered yet. It takes a few seconds of being trying. So you can tell when it enters, it moves the bolt here, but it's not moving it. When the flat side of the gear enters the flat side of the bolt, and you try to turn it a little bit, it will move it. But if the flat side of the gear is not inside the flat side of the bolt, you turn it kind of by itself. You turn the gear kind of by itself. So at this point it has not entered yet. I don't know why. The flat side of the gear is inside the flat side of the bolt already, because it cannot be moved anymore too much. You can feel it when it goes inside. Make sure it enters the hole. 22 foot-pounds. Ready? I hope the camera can hear the click. All right, next here is this small guy here for this chain. Before putting the engine on time, before turning it forward the 90 degrees that I move it backwards. I put it all the way by hand. And this goes at 9 foot-pounds. All right, time to put the engine back on time again. And I'm gonna be turning it here one more time. This is 27mm socket. And I'm gonna be watching on top. I already put a pin on the spark plug well to make sure I can see when when the piston number 1 falls on top the center. Alright, that's on top of the center already. Everything is good right now. So I'm gonna start installing the timing chain, the new timing chain, the new cam gear here, exhaust side, the intake side, and the timing marks right there. This is the other one that is going inside too. And this I'm gonna put a little bit of oil here. Engine oil. Alright, no way to get lost on this one because it only goes one way. So it goes on this one here. You can feel it when it makes it all the way in, when these teeth are lining up with these ones here too. Well, I'm gonna be installing the timing chain right now, but before that I'm gonna put a little bit of engine oil here. Here beneath, I'm gonna install the timing chain here beneath the car. A little bit of oil here. Right there. And this has the letter F here, the crank angle sensor plate. It has the letter F, it means front. Valve timing controller assembly, that's what this is. And this is the camshaft timing sprocket. And I'm gonna be installing this timing chain slipper here on this side. And this is a 12mm bolt here for this timing chain slipper, and it goes 14 foot-pounds. These are 10mm bolts, by the way. Now after you install the timing chain, and if you see the slack here, that you're not supposed to get this slack here, but sometimes you get it, you just need to adjust this a little bit, or either the oil pump. See, you can get your entire finger inside here, so that slack is not supposed to be there. That is normal, you get it most of the time when you install the timing chain. This slack is supposed to be here, not here, but this one can even be moved. See, nothing. And I'm gonna adjust it from the oil pump. That's it. That is good right there. See the slack here already? It has been completely adjusted already, so that is good. And these two 10mm bolts here for this guy, and the other one here on the bottom, they go 80-inch pounds. A little bit different than this one here because this is a 14 foot-pounds. The bolt for this one is 12mm bolt. I mean, yeah, 12, and these ones are 10. And these two bolts here for the camshaft gears, they go 40 pounds each. After installing the timing chain, I'm gonna show the timing marks really quick, just to make sure that everything is okay with the timing chain and the timing marks. That's the timing mark right there. And that's the black tooth. We go to the other side here, and as you can see, that's the line right there. And this is the black tooth. And on the other side, you can see here the white mark. That's the arrow. That's the arrow from the manufacturer, from Toyota. I paint in white so it can be more visible. The mark right there, the arrow. So in other words, they have to line up like this and like this. And if we go beneath the car, that's the timing mark right there. On the crankshaft, that's the black tooth right there. And on the other side, the small chain right there for the oil pump also has another tooth that is lining with this one, another black tooth, and also another timing mark in the other sprocket. So if we go beneath here, that's the timing mark right there, and that's the black tooth, as you can see right there. And this video is going to be part 2. Thanks for watching the video, and God bless you all.